Is this not what you want? Are you not entertained? So the other day I'm high alching rune equipment, watching Tottenham, the greatest team of all time, advance to the round of 16s in the Europa League. Thank you very much. When I see a level 14 account approach me and say, "What is that glowy thing?" referencing my alchemy. Now, a part of me wanted to ignore him, which I did. Not intentionally, I didn't know, I didn't see, I was watching the game. But another part of me wanted to roast him. Now, when I figured out who he was talking to and what he was talking about, I kept answering his questions that he had for me simply. The moment he asked, "Can you show me?" that's when everything changed now. I shed a tear of joy and said, "Of course, my young disciple." So this first method goes out to young Mozart, who will paint the city of Varrock gold one day, even though Mozart wasn't a painter. All you need for this is 55 magic, a fire staff, and nature runes. This is intermediate stuff here, people. If you want easy peasy lemon squeezy, go check my first money making video where I show 3 of the easiest money makers on RuneScape. Now, you can't high alch everything because you have to take out the cost of the nature rune. So at the time of this video, nature runes are 195 GP. So let's say you buy an item for 5k. The high alch value of that item has to be at least 5,196 GP to make money. Alright? The best free to play items are rune equipment. Anything rune will bank you profit. It doesn't matter if it's a rune play body, it doesn't matter if it's a rune dagger, a rune med helm, a rune sword. You will make money by high alching rune equipment. Now, you can also do green d'hide bodies, which is what I'm doing here, if you don't have the GP to buy rune equipment in bulk. Alright? You can also make your own armor to maximize profits and alch more variety of armor. Because once you start making that and you don't have to buy it, all you have to do is cover the cost of the nature rune. In this video, we start off with 154k cash stack. And in less than 5 minutes, we make 25k of profit. That's faster than you can beg for 25k. Hell, and if you can't stand the urge to beg, well then alch while begging. Listen, every free-to-play player should be alching. Alright? Now, let's just say you're one of those who are full of excuses, right? "Oh, old school, my finger's broken. Oh, old school, you have 83 magic, it's easier for you." Listen, you filthy animal, I too had level 1 magic. And I'm showing you what I did to get to 55 now, you hear? Bring a lot of runes. Walk your ass to the back of the dungeons. Grab the biggest bag of chips you have. And safe spot hill giants. Alright? You can jerk off. You can help your mom cook. Do whatever you need to do as long as you get 55 magic while doing it. Alright? It really isn't hard to do. It's usually the first skill I get to 50. Method number 2 is another bit obvious one, but I feel like more people should look into, especially if you're not on board about 55 magic. Because for this one, you only need 33 magic, and air staff, and law runes. If you know, well then you guessed it. We'll be telegrabbing Wines of Zamorak. Now, if you want to be super efficient while doing this, highly recommended. You're going to need a total level of 500 and Zamorak tops and bottoms. Why? Because if you have those, you can go up the ladder for another Zami wine spawn. Now, I'm in a 1250 total level world, so you won't hardly ever see anybody. But most of you will see a lot of bots and a lot of other people trying to do this method in the regular world. Especially if you only have 33 magic trying to grab the stuff downstairs. This is a heavily contested free-to-play moneymaker. But give yourselves the edge by grabbing the right stuff, and you will be killing the bots trying to do this method because a lot of them don't have a total level of 500, you know. Now, The upstairs Zami wine doesn't drain anything if you try and telegrab it, and no monks will attack you. The Zemi wine downstairs, however, drains magic XP and combat stats like strength, attack, defense, range. Um, Luckily, you have me showing you all the tricks. You can either walk back or teleport back to the bank in Falador when you grab your full inventory. Then you heal up normally with your food, and you can drink your wizard's mind bomb. Now, the mind bomb is an ale that you can buy for 3 gold coins next to the bank in Falador in the little beer station there, in the bar. And it restores your magic level by 3. The only downside is it reduces defense, strength, and attack. But you don't need none of that stuff to make money in this method, alright? Just drink your ale, get your magic back up, and send it right back to the monks. I like to buy my Wizard Mind Bomb from the GE because it's faster. Only downside, it's more expensive. That's alright because I be high alking. With these first 2 methods alone, you can dominate the free-to-play world and completely change the landscape of an account. In total, we ended up grabbing about 26 wines. It only took about 8 minutes or so, and we got ourselves 31k. The third and final method is anchovy pizzas. Now, let me give y'all a disclaimer right here, right now, before we get any further along this video. As y'all heard me say before, I wouldn't tell y'all to do something I wouldn't do, right? Public service announcement here. Do not fish for your anchovies. Ever. You can buy them raw to cut costs and then cook them if you want. Look, I'm such a lazy RuneScape player, but there are definitely lazier RuneScape players out there, you know? But I can honestly, truly say I'm the cheapest RuneScape player. I will literally make the simplest thing from scratch just to shave off some GP. And coming from the cheapest RuneScape player to ever grace a keyboard, never fish for your anchovies when making your pizzas. Iron Men, my heart goes out to you all. In fact, I will light a blunt or 2 in your honor, okay? You do need 55 cooking for this method, however, which you should have by now, of course, or on your way to getting it. Funny thing is, I don't even have 55 cooking. I have 54 cooking on this account. So I went on my Hell's Kitchen Iron Chef account and put them together and just traded it back. But yeah, all we will be doing is buying plain pizzas, buying raw anchovies, cooking the anchovies, and then adding them to the pizzas. Raw anchovies go for about 77 GP, but I insta-bought them at 100. Cooked anchovies on the G were selling for 177 GP if I'm not mistaken, so we saved 77 GP right there, even with my impatient ass. The plain pizzas weren't selling at 447, which was their normal price, so I just insta-bought them for 468 GP. Add that up, and we're looking at a cost of 568 GP total. Then you sell the anchovy pizza for 647, which is what they went for at the time of this video, and you just caught yourself a 79 GP profit, if you're impatient, of course. Now, if you're on the more patient side of things, you can make your own dough and buy the other materials like tomatoes and cheese, and that's how you maximize profits there. Guys, this video took me all of 30 to 40 minutes to do. I didn't take no breaks. I didn't do no extra takes. I explained methods. I even showed you some things to do to speed up your methods. And in that time, I turned 150K into 250K. And literally 75% of the time I was walking around. Take these 3 methods and stop begging. You filthy animal.